Hi, I'm Luis.
Hi, my name is Brett.
Welcome to Useless Banter.
A podcast where two best friends won't
Shut the fuck up. Basically a podcast where we talk about a bunch of useless shit that doesn't really matter, but is highly entertaining.
So grab a drink, lower your expectations, and let's get useless. I hope everybody likes
Switching it up on the girls.
I hope everybody likes the new edition.
Yeah. So let's get useless. Okay, girl. Okay, first of all, I feel like life has been so crazy lately.
Oh, per usual.
Yeah. But one thing we did do and accomplish and succeed in is finishing.
Hey, and for us to do and accomplish and succeed in anything
is really a feat and something to celebrate. Wait, so cheers.
Oh, cheers. Hey,
oh my gosh.
Broken glass.
You guys, if you're looking at the video, we definitely chipped the bottom of one of the glasses. But good news, she's still standing.
I feel like this is a perfect representation of my life right now.
This is definitely a depiction. It's always the silence for me.
I know.
Okay. Well, oh my God. Yeah, so what I was going to say is that we accomplished and finished and achieved watching the what is it? Reality Check, the America's Next Top Model documentary.
Yes. Which has also just been all over the internet.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only thing that I'm like seeing. The memes are fucking insane.
The memes are crazy, okay? The way that people are coming for Tyra.
And it's almost like completely warranted.
I mean, yes. Okay, there's so many layers to this, okay? I feel like she does have a point when she says that that time of reality television was insane.
100%. I do agree.
But I also think, and we'll dive into all of this, but I also think like as a woman of color in that industry, how she talks about how she had to like fight her way to that position, it is a little kind of crazy and ironic to see how she then treated the people that came on the show.
Yeah, even especially I feel like the women of color that were like, are you not going to like stand up for me? You're not going to defend me in this moment? Like,
right.
And I do to some extent believe that she had good intentions when she started the show. I just think that as the show picked up and progressed and the success of the show, she kind of started to, like set aside her integrity in order to succeed, you know?
Yeah.
But I think that I do believe that she had good integrity and intentions going into it.
I mean, I do too. I do think that the premise of the show, I'm sure there was a lot of pressure on her as well to succeed in this, because she did mention they shopped the show around to all the networks and nobody picked it up except for UPN, I think it is.
Yeah.
So I do believe that there was pressure there, but also I just think there could have been so many fun and creative ways to maybe up the stakes as opposed to just putting these girls through like terrifying moments, you know?
Yeah.
Because it kind of was like, she even said it's like the Fear Factor meets, what was it? Survivor or something? I forget.
Yeah.
Or Real World.
They were literally making it Fear Factor and America's Next Top Model. Like you see all the memes are like, oh, like Tyra like found out that I was afraid of, or my grandma passed away from a snowstorm or whatever, and then they're like doing the photo shoot or like slipped in the shower.
Slipped in the shower, that's what I saw, where she slipped in the shower.
And the girl's like doing all these creative poses in the shower. It's just like,
But it is crazy, like they really did
like preyed on their fears.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not going to say that they were the only show that did that, because they were not. You know what I mean?
No.
So much of reality TV was that. It's just, again, it's just mind-boggling, because I feel like, one, it was very, very extreme, obviously.
Very
and two,
extreme.
You're talking to these young girls, these young girls who are just trying to make it in the industry. And like, you're doing dental surgery on them on the show. You know what I mean?
Literally dental surgery.
It's really crazy. And also, like, I guess if you haven't seen the show, basically it's Tyra, the judges panel, right? So it's both of the J's, and then Neil, I believe is his name, the other guy. But so the judges panel.
Photographer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's,
and then what's her fucking name? The one that's like literally a CUNT from
Oh yeah, but she's not in the documentary.
Right.
I'm just saying like the documentary.
The people who are like
yeah. In the documentary, it's the three guys.
Yeah.
Tyra is a part of it. Ken, who was like in charge of I think producer.
He was the
show.
producer, yeah.
Yeah, so he was the producer, and they even have an executive from the network. Well,
Yeah.
she got fired partway through, right? But like she was the executive when it first started. So like they have them, and they bring on a couple of the girls, the models that were on the show, and they
Right.
kind of tell their story.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like the premise of it all. They do dive into like the I believe. Oh my gosh, what is her name?
Janet.
Jenkins. I forget, but point is, she was
like one of the number one like top models like ever.
Right,
like she was one of the first that really paved the way, and so she really, was talented and incredible. But she's like cutthroat and just like evil. The things that she was saying is so evil. Like,
and it's like I understand. I do understand that there was a standard in that industry at the time and everything. It just is unfortunate because you obviously want people to push for change, to push for a revolution in that industry, which now we've come so far in that. Right. Not to say that those standards still aren't there, but like we have come so far.
I agree.
I
think that it's an interesting thing when Tyra was kind of talking about, and like when you look at the perspective of like Tyra did her time as a model, right? She like made it to the top. She did all the things, but obviously like a model can't be a model forever, right? So then it was like her next gig, and where she was like latching on to like, this is going to be my livelihood, because now that I'm older, I'm done modeling, I'm not walking runways anymore, I have to find something that's going to financially support me, that's going to be like my baby. And so I think she really clung on to this with good intentions, but then as a success started to like proceed, she was like, I mean, the hell with my integrity. Like, this is my baby. This is what's giving me money. This is my famous. Like, you know what I mean? So it just was kind of like a depiction of people will do anything for the spotlight. And you saw like she was brought on so many other TV shows, and everyone is like ranting and raving about how amazing it is. Even though we're literally watching all these girls like lives be shattered and their like insecurities be preyed on and all these things. Like, I mean, poor Shandy.
Oh my God, the Shandy
was
story is
damn
insane.
near like sexually assorted publicly on national television and was like literally hated by it from the world, and was also demonized by it.
Portrayed it as she cheated on her
correct
as opposed to taking ownership
and
in the fact
she's literally blacked out, and someone like essentially took advantage of her.
I mean, I think also it's just unfortunate because again, at that time there weren't like coaches on set or therapists on set, or there wasn't that support,
because mental health was not prioritized.
Reality TV was also just so new at that time. That was like when it all started. And when you look at the media outside of reality TV, again, I feel like we've talked about this before, but the Britney Spears, the Lindsay Lohans, the Amanda Bynes, like all those girls at that time were being targeted in that way in the media. You know, the tabloids were going crazy over talking about their body image. Like you see interviews of Britney Spears when she was 17 being asked about her breasts. Like that would never fly today.
And I mean, you even heard what's the director's name again, or the producer's name? Ken was even saying in his interviews, he was like, "Oh, it was the best day ever when I found out one of them passed out, or when I found out one of them. Oh, when she was going through that with her boyfriend, they were like cheering because they're like, yes, this is gonna make great TV. Like at that point, at that height of success, it's like you're not seeing anything else. You know what I mean? And that's so. I mean, luckily, I really do think things have changed. Like that would never fly in today's world. It's like also interesting too. Like I think about, just the way that things have progressed or changed. Like when I was an athlete, when I cheered, when I was young, I had a coach and, we have in our industry, it's like we have bases, back spots, and flyers. So flyers are always expected to be smaller. Obviously they're the ones being thrown, and so there was a lot of like eating disorders were very prevalent because you grow up in a sport and your favorite part about the sport is flying, right?
So you want to maintain that,
and it's like you don't necessarily even love anything else in the sport. Like that is what you're good at. That is your strong suit. You're flexible. You've been working your whole life as a flyer, and then you go through puberty and you're not big by any means, but you just you gain natural weight, like you become a woman. So there's all these girls that they get way taller than they were expecting to, or whatever, and it's like their entire lives, all they've known within the sport or what they're passionate about is being a flyer. So I had like a coach like when I was young, but this is like not like this was like this happened everywhere. You know what I mean? But our flyers on our team were like, we got sat down and it was like, your flyers, you guys are getting big. you need to be under this weight. You need to watch what you're wearing. And so she literally sat us all down. And like, I feel like I witnessed like eating disorders happen where she's like, all the flyers have to wear sports. Cause girls would wear t-shirts, like our cheer shirts to practice, but they were specifically ordered, like you have to wear sports bras to practice because you need to be conscious of your weight. So the flyers literally could only ever wear sports bras so that they were like body conscious.
That's so
and I'm
insane.
like, do you know how
that messes with you mentally?
That stays with you forever.
Yeah, that stays with you forever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, gosh, again, even I saw, it's so funny. I saw like a TikTok the other day and it was this girl who was like, dancers now would have never lasted in the dance class I grew up in.
I agree.
Because just like that, I mean, probably different in a
thicker
different format.
Skin. Yeah, you just push.
But also the girl was saying, she's like, I told a girl not to talk or something. She's like, I told her not to talk while I'm talking. And the girl broke down crying. Or no, I think she told her not to go grab water or something like that. Like, she's like, at that moment, right? Like that wasn't the moment to do it. Yeah. She said the girl broke down. She's like, if you heard the things that our teachers were saying to me,
100%.
which I'm not saying that makes it okay. And it's the same thing with this show. Like I'm not saying that any of it makes it okay.
But times were different.
Times were different, but also at the same time, in a weird, fucked up way, thank goodness that did happen on the show because now we have all these things in place.
Yes.
Like now we have therapists and coaches on set and wellness
protections.
checks. Yeah, because all of that happened and everyone saw that it was happening and everybody was thankfully like, okay, this is messed up. Obviously it took time, but like now that would never fly.
Yeah. I also think it's really interesting too how, during the show, it kind of skated by, nothing ever happened to it. But then they were saying during COVID is when it all started resurfacing and people were just going through rewatching things and then everyone's up in arms like this is not okay. But like we all sat at home and watched it and like I watched it and I was like, oh, this is great, like great TV. You know what I mean? But now it's like we're all like awake to like really how harmful some of these situations were.
Which again, we'll probably in another 20, 30 years see some of the stuff
same thing. Yeah.
We're probably going to see some of these shows and be like, that's crazy. But it's because our standards keep changing or keep developing, I guess, you know? Yeah. All in all, though, it is really insane. I just think it's like, again, it's more so like there is a line that gets crossed and it's like having these girls go through, first of all, them trying to close, I forget her name, but that girl's gap, right? And props to her for at first being like, no, I don't want my gap closed. Like, I like it. But then basically being threatened, like, if you don't close your gap, we're essentially going to take you, like, send you home, you know? And then to have her go through that surgery and close her gap, and then a couple seasons later, have a girl widen her gap.
Literally, oh my God.
I'm like, you guys are hypocrites.
That is insane. That is
like
insane.
They literally told her she would not work if she had that gap. And now they're trying to create a bigger gap in another girl. Also, that other girl who at the same time was getting teeth pulled out because she had like a snaggle tooth or something. They pulled like 4 teeth out. They said she was in there for hours.
Like torture.
And also, mind you, like, these girls were already being overworked, underfed. They're also models, so they were trying not to eat because they even said in the documentary,
all of them,
they're like, we didn't want to eat a lot because we didn't want to feel bloated while you're modeling, and you're modeling the whole time on the show, you know? Which is also why, for instance, I feel like Shandy's situation happened. She was probably underfed. She was drinking. They were drinking wine and all that kind of stuff too. So it's just like so crazy the circumstances to think about.
What I also thought was insane, and I'm like, feel so bad for Jay. Like, I feel like the betrayal of Tyra Banks to his quote unquote best friend, someone that he's like, he claimed how close they were. You know, I talked about how close they were. They were having sleepovers. They talked about everything. They went through everything with each other first. And when he tried to like step away, she wouldn't talk to him. And then you could feel it on set. And so like, I think those are more so the moments where I'm like, what kind of person is Tyra?
I know.
Like, I just feel like the way that she talks, it just, to me, it feels so performative. Yeah. And like, she's obviously very talented. She's obviously done so many amazing things, but like, I feel like there's a lack of genuinity when she speaks, and everything feels like it's so theatrical. And like, and I'm like, okay, like just talk to me. Just like when you're in a confessional and the entire all the viewers, all anyone wants you to do is just own up and be like, you know what, that was wrong. And I feel really bad. And I apologize to whoever I may have hurt. And it was like,
but she did not even do that.
She could not do that.
She kept putting it on to the producers, which, hey, she is one. Like, or the agents or whoever. I feel like she kept pawning it off to other people. I was like, girl, it's been so long. Like, just own up to it.
Just own up to it.
I think I would personally respect you so much more.
Yes.
If you were just like, look, I didn't obviously realize what I was doing at the time. This is really messed up. I apologize, like, whatever. But it's also just like, it's unfortunate too, because the friendship thing, I think that's what kind of hurts the most. Like
100%. I just think about, like, if you ever did some shit like that to me, bitch, like the way that I would drag you by your fucking hair.
I can't imagine having to, because Jay was trying to quit the show.
Yeah.
And then having to go through
They
that.
blackmailed him.
Yeah. They basically were like, anyways, they basically like weren't giving him the grace to like leave, you know?
Yeah.
And then for her and everybody else to basically fire them seasons later. Is like he stuck around for like, I think 8 or 9 more seasons. Which, first of all, I thought you were going to do 1 more season, but you stuck around for 8 or 9 more. That is also insane. And kind of, I'm like, did they just keep like blackmail? Like, what happened there? I don't know.
I don't know. It all is a little fishy.
It's a little weird because I was like, wait, you did like 8 or 9 more seasons.
I mean, if you think about it though, that really was the height of his career too.
I mean, yeah, but at that point, people already knew him.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. He had other opportunities for sure.
Like,
for sure.
And like, good for him. He's gone on to like write a book and do all the things, you know, which I kind of do want to read. I think it's like the wig, the bitch, and the whatever, you know. I was like, wait, I'm kind of curious. But I do think like.
Do you think he's hot?
I thought he was really hot back in the day.
I did too. I always thought he was very pretty.
I know. I thought he was really pretty.
Do you think he's hot now?
I don't think so. I mean, I think he's still an attractive guy. I think he always will be.
Yeah.
But I seeing him back in the day, I was always like, oh my God, he is so cute. You know?
Yeah.
Very pretty guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I do think maybe the filler could be, you know.
The cheekbones are chicken girl.
Yeah. I think that they're definitely, you know, up in stock. If it's that, it's no shade, like, because, like, you know,
no, like, get it. I mean, girl, yeah. Oh my God. Wait, also, can we talk about Miss J? Oh,
heartbreaking.
My gosh. I was wondering too, because like when Miss J was speaking through the documentary, I was like, wow, why does he like sound a little different? Or like, you know, I wasn't sure.
I know.
And then at the end, he talks about how, excuse me, I also don't know the Miss J's pronouns.
Oh, I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
But Miss J then talks about the stroke. And I'm like, oh my gosh, in a hospital for like, what, 1.5 years or something, was in a coma for like 5 months.
Horrible.
And then was like, they even asked him, like, has Tyra
come to visit you?
And he's like, not yet.
No. Like, it doesn't, like, at that point, when something like that happens, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing matters what's going on. Like, you show up for someone that you cared about once deeply in your life.
This
like,
is someone who taught you how to walk.
Yeah. Taught you specifically how to walk, which was like the basis of your career.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And was by your side throughout all of it. Mind you, like, I think everyone was a little problematic on the show.
Oh, for sure.
Because the clips of also Miss J and them saying things to the girls, I'm like, okay, that was really crazy.
That was a little,
like all of them, you know? I'm like, they were all tapping into it, which again, I do understand that was probably the industry and that's how people talked and all that stuff. But, you know, everyone was a little problematic. But I do think, like you said, at the end of the day, when something like that happens, girl, that is somebody that you started with.
Yeah.
I just cannot believe that you wouldn't go visit at least once, you know?
Yeah. No, I literally could not imagine. And I feel really sad because I feel like it's like, you know, when you, in their lifetimes, on their grand lifetimes, like this is like such a huge chapter for them and for their to have like no connection with the people that you did it with anymore, or like one of the people that you were closest to. And like he helped raise her.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know?
I also think like it's just such a testament, like low-key when they were explaining how after they fired the 3 guys, the judges, how the show plummeted. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about.
Flabiana.
Because she even said before, Tyra said earlier in the documentary that like
people were noticing them over her. Yeah. They were out in public and they were like, oh my God, Miss J, like everything. And I'm like,
they were such big personalities.
Yes.
That I'm just like, girl, they were the show.
Wait, and did you have any idea that there was so many different franchises? I had no idea. The college one, the British one, this like all
and
they
all
brought
in different
the
countries
All-Stars.
too.
Like I had no idea.
I did not know that.
I'm
I mean, I didn't watch it religiously like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I did see like episodes here and there, and I remember like the big ones, like the race changed one, you know, where they had the models change races. And I'm like, I remember those. Yeah, I remember those. I remember like the 7 Deadly Sins, like things like that. But I wasn't like an avid watcher.
Yeah.
So I think I fell off after like a couple cycles.
Right.
But yeah, I did not realize that one, they had it in so many countries, and 2, that they had all those variations.
Right.
But they were really trying to keep it going. I also didn't know that Rita Ora, I think they were showing.
Yeah,
was
I'm like, what are
one
we
of
doing?
those. I was like,
at that
whoa.
point, like, what are we doing? Like, I will say, Tyra did become a little bit of a villain for sure. But like, if you're not gonna have a model or like, you know what I mean? Like, at least
then like, what are we doing?
Where
and
is
even
the
that
show
journalist
going?
said like when they let Tyra go,
you lost
the plot, because it's like now
plot.
What, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
she was the one who started the show.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think all of it just kind of went down south, which makes sense, but. I mean, it is crazy because I do think in a way that it did, as messed up as it was, it did open up a lot of doors for people.
Yeah, I agree.
In a sense of like the plus size model, Winnie Harlow, right? Like people like that. Like it did at the end show how differences in appearance can make you beautiful and special.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I think the way that even those people were treated on the show was not the right way to do it.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
And I just in a way am grateful that those things have happened, but only to show us what is.
I feel for like Shandy and the people who like, you know, they're gonna live with those wounds for the rest of their lives, you know.
Oh my God, yeah, that stuff does not leave you.
No. But I mean, I'm glad that I feel like them or the world getting to see this version of it and it unpacked has to be healing for them.
Yeah. Honestly.
You know, it's probably like opening a wound, but I do think in some sort of way that it's probably healing, just because it feels like, I'm sure the world is getting to see their truth finally.
100%.
And I know that I'm sure.
Yeah. Again, I feel like especially Shandy, because she got her storyline was crazy.
Oh my God! And then to bring her on the reunion and make her watch it, and she wouldn't even open her eyes. She was like, "I don't want to see that."
Like that is
like you're literally making someone watch their trauma over and over again, just re-experience it.
And just like the public being like, she's a cheater, she's a whore, she's this and that. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Also, so interesting how like, especially during that time, like women or like the, like TV and society portrayed women. Like if women 100%. Did anything like that, is oh my God, whore, whatever. And it's like, of course it's the woman's fault. And it's like, it's so insane. I am glad. I feel like we've grown. Well, we have, but then hey, maybe we're taking steps back now. But you know what I mean?
I know it kind of. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I do agree, and it's crazy because none of this was that long ago, right? This was like 20, 25 years ago. Like not even that long ago. So it's really insane to even think about that. And it's insane to think that we like lived through that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there definitely is obviously still work to do and everything. But I am also grateful that we at least have a little more awareness now, you know?
I will say that it was like always a dream of mine to be on the show.
Really?
Yeah. Like I have always had like a natural, I think, and we talked about this, but like, I think dancers are just really, really aware of their bodies.
Yeah.
And so I love photo shoots.
Yeah.
Like I love creating, I love styling, like the whole concept, like using my body, getting like the angles, conceptualizing, styling, all of that. Like I used to literally be like in my bedroom, like serving.
Yes,
like, and I really was like, oh my God. Like I used to dream about like, oh my God, please. Like I would literally eat these bitches up.
Oh my God, period. Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that too, because I'm thinking about the girls that were on the show and like how they were saying how I forget her name, but she was the one that they had closed the gap tooth, right?
Yeah.
So she was saying how she won the season, right?
I know, period.
Then she was living in the model house.
But she wouldn't get any work. She didn't get any work.
She wouldn't get any work because
they deemed her a reality television star.
Well, because they were like saying that, oh, we have to treat her differently because she comes from America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
America's Next Top Model had this stigma that like they weren't real models or that they were reality TV
television
people.
stars, yeah.
So all the designers were like, those models are going to take away from my designs because they're just they're gonna be paying more attention to the model than the brand
clothes
that
they're wearing. Yeah.
So I think that's just so crazy because it's like unfortunate that is, but it's also the makings of the show. Like they were making them do these ridiculous things that you would never do in the model industry. You know?
Right. I also think it's interesting. Like, you know, during that time they had Fear Factor and all these things, right? So it's like, but these are things that people are signing up for. Yeah. These people are signing up to like, they know they're about to go through some crazy things. They're going to make it to the end. It's just a game. They're working towards like a, you know, certain amount of money, whatever. But like the difference with this show was that these girls were like showing up with nothing and they're like banking on a career after this. Like they're giving up their entire life to like fulfill a dream and to like have a career versus like just showing up and hopefully, you know, having to like lick a freaking spider or something for $100,000 or whatever. You know what I mean? It was just a little bit different and the stakes were way higher because like you're building someone's career and livelihood versus just like playing a game. Well, but it was treated like they were playing a game.
Well, it's also unfortunate because even they say in the documentary that Tyra knew that was the case. Tyra knew that these girls were being put on a different list because they were coming from America's Next Top Model, and she did nothing to help them.
And she even the model who had won that season said that Tyra even called her and was
15 years later.
Yeah, 15 years later, and was like, yeah, I knew that they were doing that to you, and I didn't do anything to help you.
I would have been like, at least help her out.
That is gutting.
And like, I understand that maybe, you know, like on Drag Race, you know, like Rue doesn't necessarily, he has no obligation to like help you after the fact, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, but it's different because I feel like Drag Race is actually showcasing these girls' talents. You know what I mean? And really putting them, trying to at least put them
on the map.
Yeah. And a lot of them do have successful careers after the fact.
And even with Rue.
Yeah.
You know, because he has like RuPaul's Live.
Right.
In Vegas. And then, you know, he has all these spin-offs that he pulls them on too. Like,
but I feel like Tyra was just like, well, you're off the show. Bye.
Yeah. Toodaloo.
And like, she knew that you weren't going to get work.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. My gosh. Yeah. So that's America's Next Top Model. If you guys have not seen it, definitely recommend.
Check it out. Check it out. It's interesting. Yeah. It's a little nostalgic, but it's like an interesting nostalgic because it's kind of like unveiling some of the
which it does make you think about all the other reality TV shows that we grew up watching.
Yeah. Oh God.
Like, and there have been clips. Like, do you remember that show Next?
Yes.
Oh my God, the dating show Next.
That was horrible.
It was like some of the clips that I see resurface are the things that they were saying about these people. Like, because sometimes they would just like meet the person and they'd be like, next.
It's like so crazy.
That's crazy.
It's insane. And then like was that the same one as Room Raiders?
No, Room Raiders is crazy. Oh my God. They would literally go and look at the people's rooms.
Up their like dirty underwear and they're like, that's a no for me.
Like, ew, that person's disgusting.
I'm like, oh my God.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. The reality TV era, like that reality TV era was
also like, why are you not cleaning your room if it's literally if you're signing up for a show called Room Raiders?
Raiders, yeah. It was supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, you know it's production.
I know. Hey, they're like throwing mold in your room. Like, we gotta amp it up.
That is so crazy.
Okay, well, aside from the craziness of that, I feel like again, life has been really, really insane.
Yeah.
We are getting ready to go to Europe soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It's like a week and a half.
And it like a week and a half, that's crazy, at least from the time of this recording. Yeah. But I first of all, it's gonna be your first time in Europe.
My first time in Europe.
I am so excited
to
take you across the pond, girl.
It also feels so nice going with someone that I feel like has already done it. Yeah. And like, hey, once again, I just get to be the talent.
No, period. Because like, yeah.
Like, I am showing up as the personality hire, babe. You can't ask me shit. I'm just here for a good time.
Yeah. And like work, obviously. I'm excited to also, I mean, I feel like it's nice because we have our friends who have also been to these places.
Yes.
And we have friends in these places. So it'll be nice to
everything's like planned out.
Yeah.
And everything. I'm literally, I mean, you could literally sit me in front of a fucking tile wall, and I will be gagged by the patterns. I'm like, this is the best thing ever. So like, it really doesn't take a lot to fucking make me happy or excite me, and I'm like, this is gonna be.
He said, as long as I have a camera and a cute outfit, I'm good.
Oh yeah, no, literally, bitch.
No, I'm living.
Everyone's like, oh, like wear like comfortable shoes. Like,
you're like,
even
girl.
it was like, even my riders are like, don't go for fashion, go for comfort. I'm like, bitch, you know who the fuck I am.
Yeah. Which, okay, I will say the shoes, just yes, but also we can find something in between.
No, babes.
Something cute.
I'm stunting looks. I'm gonna be in Paris, bitch.
I'm just saying, like, walking around in boots all day might kill your feet.
Yeah, well, maybe you.
Okay, well, hey, when you're crying on the sidewalk, I'm gonna be like, that reminds me of the time that Lizette, we went to Rome with my family. Yvette and I were like in middle school. Lizette was in high school, right? And Lizette, shout out Lizette, love you. Also because Lizette was my stylist growing up. She was the one who showed me. But homegirl was very much one. No, and hey, I still need to have one to this day. I'm like, that's your job on the trip. Just help me look good, and then I'll take care of the rest.
No worries.
No, but she was like walking around. She refused to wear sneakers like in Europe. She was like, absolutely not. So she was walking around in high heels. Okay.
That's different.
Crazy. We were at the Coliseum, literally this like old, like age, just like very.
And she's like click clacking about.
Like, click clack, and we're like, girl, what are you doing? But my dad also made us walk literally from our hotel all the way to the Coliseum. We were walking for like 30 or so minutes. And by the time we got there, my dad literally has a picture to this day of Lizette sitting on the Coliseum steps. Okay. Which first of all, like she's just sitting there. She's changing into sneakers.
Hey, blisters on her feet.
Blisters on her feet. She's changing, and we're all just like, oh my God, this is so crazy.
Well, I just am not above an Uber, so we can keep that in mind.
Well, yeah, but also we are going to be walking around a lot naturally. Yeah. So like, I'm not saying we got to walk 30 minutes. I'm just saying we're going to be walking around a lot.
Yeah.
But listen, bring an extra pair of shoes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm going to go shopping this week for like a cute little fashionable pair of sneakers.
Let's go this weekend actually, because I need new sneakers too.
I'm down.
Okay, perfect. Wait, but I am excited. Okay, and also we are like, well, we've been training for the half marathon, right?
Yeah. So, we were training for a half marathon, and I have recently decided, pretty sure I've decided, you never know with me.
Okay. I think we should make the decision.
Okay, we're making the decision. I have decided to not to go forward with doing the half marathon. It's just been, I don't know what has been in the air lately. I just feel like I've been going through a lot. I also have like a fully torn meniscus,
which is insane that you're running on
like
that,
I need surgery on it, and so it's already me like training and do as much as I do on my knee. It's just probably not smart.
Also, as a dancer, as a fitness instructor,
like my body is my career. I just have to be careful of it. We trained. So we ran like 9.5 miles. It was, like we were fine. I was fine. But then for like almost a week after, I was in a lot of pain. Right. My knees were in a lot of pain. And so I was just like, oof. Like, I also don't want to go to Europe for the first time and run a half marathon and then be like miserable for like half of the trip. Yeah. Being able to like hardly walk and stuff. Yeah. And then on top of that, it's just what finally was like the nail in the coffin is like, I literally just totaled my car. Yeah. A few days ago. And so it's just, it's like one of those times in life where I think that the universe is just like, Brett, like, you got to slow down. You got to slow down a little bit. And sometimes like you're just not in control, of life and the things that are happening around you. And I think when things like that are happening, and there's just been so many things that are just like, gosh, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? I think I just like need to like sit down and like slow down. And I think just, with everything that's happened over the past few months, like losing my dad and whatever, just one of those mental health moments where I'm like, I think that I am going to be better standing on the side and cheering you on. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be better for me. And I don't want to like, like bring anyone down. And I obviously I'm sad. I was so excited to do this, like have this experience with you, but I'm like, this won't be the first one that we're going to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? This won't be the only one. Yeah. And it'll be better for me when I have more time to train and I don't have as much going on with my life and I have more time to do things the right way. Yes. I just think that it's like, I feel like the universe is kind of like, Brett, this is a test. Yeah. Like, you don't always have to be a superhero. Sometimes you can slow down. Sometimes you can sit out. Sometimes you can stand on the side and just cheer your best friend on and it's going to be fine. You know what I mean? Which is hard for me.
No, and
it's really, really hard for me.
I get that because I 100%. And again, we've had these conversations before, but like, it's hard to especially when we set our mind to something and we're like, this is the goal and we're going to do it. And this is a big part of the plan or whatever. It's hard to like step back because also I've told you, you physically can run the half marathon.
Oh,
I know that you
100%,
could.
yeah.
It's the aftermath, obviously. Yeah. And I do think like when you think about it, it's going to be like what, 3 hours of our trip versus 2 weeks of the trip, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like missing out on 3 hours versus missing out on
2 weeks worth of like experiences. Yeah.
And I think like those memories and those things are going to outweigh the
3
race.
hour run.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I know. I mean, even when we were training, like I still am so proud of the runs that we were doing then. I've never ran that far. Like I've never really been a runner. So like us running 10 miles.
It's crazy.
And in the time that we did, like we ran like 8 minutes a mile or 8 minutes and like 20 seconds a mile, which is like
crazy.
That's a really, really good time.
That's
and
good.
Like for me to never have ran that much. So I'm like, I am proud of the training that we did. And I do want to complete one. I know I will complete one. I just think that maybe this is not the trip for me. Yeah. And I like, you know, I want to graciously just like bow out. And then I'm also just like so excited to cheer on you and Yvette. Like I like...
Oh my God, can we give a shout out to Yvette?
The first time the neon sign is going to be, the first time the neon sign is actually going to be put to good use, okay?
Yeah. We're going to make it a good one this time. We're getting a good one. I need you to get the same color, the same... No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I love you, bestie.
I love you, bestie. Wait, also, can we give a shout out to Tita? Because, and I love that I just called her Tita, but...
Literally, like, you, I'm like, obviously, I'm like, I just wanted to do it with you to have that experience with you. But bitch, I'm not worried about you.
No,
like,
no,
I'm like, you're gonna be fine. You're like, you just are such an athlete and whatever. But like, this is like, you know, Tita is like, she's really in it. So I am gonna like literally cry watching her.
Me too. She just ran 10 miles.
She did?
She ran 10 miles, I think, Saturday.
How did she say it was?
She said it went well. Yeah, she ran more than half of it. She jogged more than half of it. And then she walked a little bit. But she was like, oh my God, I did it. And I'm like, she went
that makes me want to cry.
Going from running 0 miles.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm so proud of her.
Is insane.
Yeah.
So crazy. So yeah, I'm really, really excited.
I know. And it'll be such a cool moment for you two to do that together too. Like that's excited. So beautiful.
Yeah. I already know, like, her crossing the finish line is going to be like different. So I am excited. I'm also excited to see our friends and I don't know, just hang out and be out there. I'm excited to show you around Europe for the first time. Like
all the food, Italy, London. We're going out, bitch.
Girl.
We're going out.
It's gonna be a freaking adventure. I cannot wait. But yeah, I think I honestly just a reminder because I'm the same way. Like especially when something like that happens. Like I have been in a car accident as well, and like it starts to feel in those moments sometimes like. I don't know. Everything comes crumbling down all at once. It feels right.
Everything, yeah.
So it's hard to like take that step back, but I think even for me, you know, seeing you go through that and all that is a reminder for me to also slow down and take things.
And also, you guys like just giving credit where it's due. Like Luis literally dropped everything that he did. Showed up and picked me up on the side of the freeway. I was literally sitting on the side of the freeway with all my stuff. Yeah. Him and Aubrey came and they picked me up and they saved the day. And like I needed that more than anything. And I'm just so gracious that I have like amazing people in my corner. And when things like that happen, it's like so traumatic and like especially car accidents. Like there's like trauma. Like even when I was driving today, like I feel like I kept hearing the sound. It's like PTSD. And like even with things like that, it's like I'm such a goer, such a doer. I'm always on the move. I have my day is jam-packed with 70 million different things that I'm doing. And so when something like that happens, it's like the world stops and it's like, okay, what's really important right now? You know what I mean? What's really important right now? And like I think that there's a lot of grief that I've been avoiding, in regards to like losing my dad and stuff. Like I just am like such a doer that that's been my way of coping. I'm like, okay, a million different things. Okay, I'm gonna work out 12 times a day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, whatever. I'm like not even ever home. And then it was like, bam. And it was like, holy shit, you just like haven't been sitting with some of the things that you're going through.
Right.
And so I feel like ever since then, the past few days, I've been like just feeling. Yeah. Like I've been sitting in a space of just like feeling the feels and feeling the grief, and like it feels like it's just I'm like actually being forced to sit with the things that I've been avoiding. And it's like crazy because when you avoid grief or when you avoid things, it's like they'll manifest in weird ways.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And so like I think that was just like a testament of like you haven't been doing the work. You've been avoiding the work because it feels like it's too painful to sit with, and it feels like it's like, you know, like the grief that I've been experiencing is like, I feel like I've just been so afraid to sit with it because it feels like if I really sit with it, like I don't know if I'm gonna get back up. You know. But avoiding it is also not the right answer, because then it just, again, it manifests in different ways. And then, you know, like I have even been talking about just being like becoming more avoidant in regards to like my attachment style and in general, when I've always been an anxiously attached person. And I'm like, this isn't the typical me. And like, you know, it's like, I think because I'm putting a lot of things on the back burner, I'm just like too afraid to like dive into it and whatever. But it is, you know, it's obviously it's a lot and it's heavy to feel, but like I am glad to feel, because I feel like, you know, the ability to feel is like means you're alive.
100%.
You know, and I'd rather feel a lot than feel nothing at all. So like it has been a reminder, like, okay, it still is there. Like you're, you know. So anyways, yeah, I'm bowing out on the marathon, but just expect like the most like CUNTY pictures. And I know that we're going to make like memories that are going to last like a lifetime. Like I just know it's going to be like a very, very special trip. I want it to be like very healing. I want us to like have intention when we go. And like, I was even talking to one of my friends and she was telling me like the amount of like healing, and this is like so witchy, whatever, but the amount of like healing properties in Rome specifically, and like going to the Colosseum and stuff like that. Like
the
she
Trevi
was like,
Fountain.
it's very, very like, it's a healing place. And like, so I just want to like set intention and just like allow myself and my spirit to just like take all of that in and just experience and be present, and like allow myself to like relieve this heaviness that I've been carrying, you know?
Yeah.
It's like this couldn't be coming at a better time.
Yeah. Honestly, I do think that will be a good intention to have. Also, you're going to make a wish at the Trevi Fountain, so take that into consideration.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm excited.
Okay. It's like, yeah, it's a famous like fountain, and it's kind of like you go and everyone puts a coin in the fountain and you make a wish. Yeah. Also, one funny thing, like I grew up Catholic, you know, and I don't necessarily practice any like that much anymore, or I don't know if I really consider myself like heavy on the religion side of things, but you know, it is something that I grew up with, and it's just a part of me. And it's not that I don't believe or I have no like ill feelings towards the church or anything, but obviously my life just looks different now. But with that, one thing that whenever we travel, my mom always says, and I say this because Italy is also a very Catholic country and there's a lot of churches and things like that. But she always says that whenever you step into a new church that you've never been into before, you are supposed to make a wish. And yeah, I don't know. It's just like a kind of a good.
We finna be wishing, mama.
Right, girl. It's like
we finna be wishing, mama.
Yeah. So I think
I got a few things that I can wish
you're like, all right, I got a couple lined up.
I'm like, can I bring a notebook? Like,
right. But that's why I'm like, start thinking about those wishes, girl. Start thinking, you know.
Do they have what is it where you like go and tell them your sins?
Confession, like what is it called?
Yeah, because I'm like, how much time you got?
Girl, how much time you got? Like, we don't got time for that. We gotta keep it moving. Yeah. Well, you got 5 minutes, pick two.
like literally, like I like get taken out in cuffs. I'm like, I thought this was between you and I. Okay, they're like, no, you're a different type of bitch.
Yeah, they're like, you're different. Hey, burst in flames.
No, literally, I'm like,
oh my god, no, I am excited. Yeah, the food and everything is gonna be amazing. Oh my god.
Just imagining us like stop, drop, and roll, mama.
No, literally, I'm gonna be rolling out of there real quick. Oh my god, shit. Yeah. Well, okay, well. What are you most excited for? Like, are you excited for one city more than the other, or are you excited for just?
You know, I have since I was a little boy. I don't know what it is. I've always had a natural like pull towards Italy. Like that's always been my biggest dream, is going to Italy. And so again, I don't even know why necessarily. It's just like since I was young, I'm just always like, oh, I have to go to Italy. I have to go to Italy. I have to go to Italy. It's been like an internal thing. So. Maybe it was a little past life moment or something.
And you love Italian food.
I love Italian food. I love Italian people. Like I love pizza. Yeah. I love pasta. I'm just like so excited to see why, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm interested if like when I get there, if I'm gonna be like, I knew I needed to be here. You know what I mean?
I will say there's so much to do in Rome. I haven't been back in forever. Like I was in middle school when I went. So like I'm also excited to go back because that's Paris and London I went back recently, but like Rome I just haven't. I it's like I remember it obviously, but a lot of it is joggy, like it's foggy, you know what I mean? So joggy. Yeah. It's like foggy. So yeah, I am really excited, but there's so many like monuments and things. So I'm excited to go back.
And then also obviously like going to Paris, I'm just so excited to see, you know, someone who like went to fashion school and everything. Like I feel like that's like a major like fashion capital of the world, you know? So like, I'm just super excited to see how people dress, what the culture is like. Yeah. I don't know. There's so much to see. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, perfect. Well, girl, I'm so excited. We're going to have so much fun. I cannot wait.
I know. We got to do when we're there, we got to try to do some sort of, you know, update for everyone. Bring something. So
yeah, we're gonna try figure to do that part out.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled.
Stay tuned. And hey, you already know we're coming back with insane stories.
So y'all better get ready.
yeah.
Oh my, it's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and we will see you guys next time.
Love y'all.
Love ya.